Hello and welcome. It is the 9th day of January, currently 11:36 a.m. Eastern Time. My name is Derek and this is the Money Charts channel. All bets, trades, and of the like within each his own risk and their own reward. Well, it looks like all weekend I'm going to have to see silver down 9.6%. It's just going to be like, oh, come on, cryptos. Hey, can silver go down more in the sense of I do want to add physical silver? And I looked at my ratio of what cryptocurrencies to silver was like back in here kind of deal, whatever, way back when. And now today it's like, oh, what a big difference now. Maybe I should just pull some of these cryptos out into silver, and I will be doing so. Not to, well, maybe and probably not today, because hey, silver goes to sky high fly numbers, theta, Bitcoin. Guess we're gonna have to do such. And let's just assume something like theta were to go up, and I wanted to buy silver with it. I can buy from like silvergoldbull.ca and they don't accept theta. But I could like go to the market and sell theta for something, which would be Bitcoin or Tether. Either way, it doesn't make any difference. Then I'd have to take that Bitcoin or Tether and probably turn it into Litecoin. Send the Litecoin to my exchange, my wallet, my hardware wallet, and then there we go. I got the Litecoin to buy it with. Theta, through a bunch of different moves, has been turned into physical silver. Or whichever other coin, Bitcoin Cash. Heck, it's up 10.8% right now. Go BCH, go. Go. Well, you can see how it's just had a nice little hour here. And nice break of resistance. H-bar. Down to 124. I mean, I can just try to find the moves. And the first Fibonacci I calculated hit a 61.8 right off the bat, which was from the breakout lows to the high. Although, yeah, 121 I think it was. 119, that was the number that I calculated. So very close, pierce above. But you know what, I probably should do it from these lows, which is 91. So let's just see what I get when I do this with 91 and 170. So 116, 134, and then above 134. So let's just see 147, 134. How did that react? 147, no, not bad, but not great either. Although, what was the key number in here? I mean, there's another fib above that, so I have to keep that in mind. 134. Wow, 1 point less. Interesting. And then not really breaking down from. I'm not a big fan of this. A lot of times if I see something, and I know it can continue to work, but if it doesn't work on a decent to phenomenal level, then I'm like, meh. And so, meh. And other markets. Tezos is having a decent run today. I sold some. Streak continues. I sold some Tezos for H-bar. That's like 6 days in a row. I like the 15-minute chart. Looking pretty cool. I can see here how it's supporting. I mean, if it can, see if it's supported around 632, 633. It's actually supporting 636. And getting above it here, you can see around 640. It was like, hey, yeah, time to buy. And right now it's the same price. This should not have shaken you up. But now maybe you adjust your stop loss if you're playing that game like 633 or something. We just stopped it out maybe here at 630, 626, and 621 is definitely one that I'd be more confident it'd be a failed breakout if it goes there. That'd probably be my stop if I were to play that kind of game. But then what's your upside? So you're risking 20 points, 3%. How much can this go up? Well, let's do Fibonacci. First off, I mean, this pretty much is a matching hit of this low. Like 563, and it doesn't have to be exact. A couple points off is no big deal. This high is like 800. So we're looking at 700 and 644 as the key. Well, 700 most certainly was support in here, piercing, and this was before the fact here, so 700 worked pretty well. Making your lower high. Now how close was 742 to 76.4? 736, piercing next, of course. 644, which is where we didn't find support at. Okay. Well, we did, I suppose, for a small period of time. And it's been resisting it, but it's been resisting it now for like 5-6 periods among strength of the 18 highs. That's a very interesting spot right now. And it kind of came, I mean, within this move here, oh, wowzers, this could be interesting. In that, well, you had a chance to resist it here. Okay, so it barely beat it to hit the exact number, but it didn't break down anytime soon. And we had this green candle last period, 17 minutes left in the hour. Oh, this looks bullish. Yeah, this looks bullish to me. I hope it goes further high. Yeah, so did 612 even get touched? Most certainly it did. Of course, that was a matching level. And then I could just do this just for the yada yada of it, 583 to the same high. I mean, it's not going to be much of a difference. But you're looking at 628, 658. So on the way up, 628. We're just congesting at this. And you can see here the 628 supporting. Again, amongst the showing strength at the 18 highs. Which is basically telling me that it's, shouting, screaming, statement. Yeah, we're going to next key level. Next key level is 38.2. That's 658. And it's going to probably pierce extra. So first move. Of course, if I was talking about that 20-point differential, if you think, I'm going to sell at 660. Well, now it's like even odds. Is it like 60, 70% likely to occur? And I kind of think it's relatively decent because this to me looks like a good short-term setup. And what else do we got? Theta's up 3% against the Bitcoin, but I mean, it just happens to hit this level, yada yada, but didn't resist this though. Interesting. On last night, just noticing this now. Like whatever on that. And it could still do it. I mean, this could be a successful correctionary move. Period number 3 firmly within it. Period 6 since it came down to it. And let's take a look at this on the daily. Oh. See, not supporting the low as well. Definitely not supporting fib. Resisting both sets. We've already supported this once. Come back down, yeah, it's a little bit of a problematic situation, but when the weekly term time frame is doing what it's doing, which means it's gotten above the high, but unable to break out. However, it still could be doing, it still might be able to. After all, you make a key high. What's a key low from this last one? Well, higher. Right now, this is higher than this, so if it does rebound from this, how bullish would it look if, say, for example, we close this week at 68.91. We'd have one of those like cattailish kind of things. Oh, that's a bullish week, and it would be. What if it closed like this and it starts to rally up and you see a break in the 18 highs? It'd be the exact same thing. It's just imagine if the week closed today versus 4 days or whatever from now. Or if it took 4 or 5 extra days, and then that would be a bullish situation amongst with high or low, amongst staying within this. And well, that would be a very big setup if that were to occur, actually. If we can make this higher or low in here and it does break higher, I don't know. I'm happy either way overall. I would still rather have a price action move, or I would rather this go sideways, but maybe other coins go up first. That would be nice. That would be like the most appropriate thing. But again, markets will do what they're going to do. I mean, look at Tezos against the weekly. Like how many red weeks do we got here? It gained 12.67% in the middle of August of last year. Well, we had a couple up weeks. One in September at 2.17%, then in November at 4.7%. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And right now we're on the 19th. But it's going to be close because it's only a differential right now of 7 handle points. Or 1% differential. But a lot of down moves. Markets generally do two things, go up and down. So there's up. I can go sideways. There's sideways. And there's down. After down is either going to be sideways or up. And after sideways is either going to be up or down. Because you obviously can't have, well, we'll just have more down if it goes down. But when you look at the mathematics in here, as far as just trading this against the Bitcoin, you start from the open right in here. And you know what? I should probably do this, and I'm going to do this now that I think about this. Not right now, but I mean, it's football day today. It's 11:47 a.m. Eastern time, and sometime I probably will. I can do 2 things at one time. And I can't watch 3 games all at once. That would be too much. There's 3 games today and 3 games tomorrow. With that being said, if you're trading this against the Bitcoin, and you just wait for the orders, put orders in, and I know it sucks to, unless you're unlike me, and you play extremely high stakes where you don't mind making like thousands and thousands of dollars a trade, and own much, 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 much more on top of that as well, then I guess you wouldn't mind having to spend so much Bitcoin back and forth from your wallets and exchanges, because I don't like keeping funds on wallets. So that's the big primary reason I don't trade against the Bitcoin as a primary trade, other than just a means to move coins. So then, if you bought here, then you'd buy a little bit more, and then, wow, nice sell orders. But even on these short-term retracements, you might get a little bit back. But 2,500 handle down to 15, most certainly opportunities to get a little bit back. Not much, but a little bit back. And that little bit can do however you want to do the trade. Maybe you want to sell it up here. I kind of wonder, actually, in this situation here, what do you do? If you want to talk about different answers, I'd be curious to hear what you have to say. But you're in a situation where you sell on the way up, whatever, against whatever, and then you have this down move that makes a nice higher low. But enough where you get 1 or 2 or a small amount of buy orders in, and then you start having the rally. Now, what you could do, say I was able to buy 100 units of something down in here, and I sold on the way up from this, or whatever period, from the levels that I sold. It would have been maybe here and here I sold. Maybe I sold 75, and I bought back 80 on the way down, or 100 rather, on the way down. So I gained 25 profit on the 100. So what do I do with those 100 on the way up? Do I sell 75 of them again and keep the 25? Do I sell 80, keep 20? Or do I sell like none of them and just wait for the bigger gains in here? Those are the 2 things. Do I sell or do I not? Near. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that song. Should I stay or should I go? I would just do it so bad. No. But anyway, as it goes, however you did trade it, you're going to be making the profits. You're going to be selling here, buying here. And this is where, of course, if you like, okay, I'm going to wait to sell for higher profits here, you would have missed the sale here, but then get it back. And I can tell you, for me, it was frustrating because even here, just, not be able to get some of the lows. It was a little frustrating, but so be it. Actually, that was the case with other coins. I'm familiar that I'm thinking of. I can't remember which crossing it was. But all of these back and forth, and look at the mathematics in here. How much would your portfolio be worth on this point as well as this point? The price would have been the exact same. And I mean your portfolio priced in Bitcoin when I say such. Because let's just assume you owned, well, your Bitcoin portfolio was, I was going to say 100 units. Well, you'd be doing good. But let's just assume you own 1 Bitcoin unit here. Maybe here you own like 1 point something, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, or however many it might be. And the same thing is true here. When you compare this with this, how much would you be worth here? Again, the Bitcoin versus here. The answer is higher. And how much would your Bitcoin number be at? I'm worth X amount of Bitcoin. Say X, Y, and I know the numbers are, and Z or Z. I'm Canadian, so I say Z. Well, you would own, again, Z would be greater than X, and Y would be extremely high. Because obviously, as the market goes down, the value of your portfolio priced in this index would also go down too. But you also realize price goes up like into phenomenal levels moving forward. It's just a matter of time, and I know before it will. And then you could be up here at like, say, 2021 and now doing better than you were when you were up here because of your flip backs here and there or whatever else you might be doing. And of course, the better you are at this, you could be doing just, especially if you use advanced and creative strategies to give you fantastic edges amongst the game. But if you're looking for things to buy because they're damn cheap, I'm looking at things like Tezos. It's interesting because a while back, and you can see how much this was in here back in the summer. I had a friend mentioning, oh, Tezos, Theta, what do you like better? Well, I like them both relatively even. However, Tezos is just so expensive and Theta is so damn cheap. I mean, how would I, why would I say Tezos? Definitely Theta. Again, this is back in the summer. And Theta, back in the summer in here. And I don't remember if it was back in here. Either way, if it was back in, I still remember it was cheap in here. And then, whether it was up in here, it was like, yeah, fine. It wasn't too expensive, and I knew that. And then, of course, definitely here at 24 because we were at 62 back down to 24. Thank you for that cheaper price. But so I can't remember. Even here, it's like, yeah, I'd rather buy Theta here over Tezos. And well, now, I mean, I know we've had a little bit of a... Now, Theta's a little bit better at 5,000 Satoshi, but it's just a little bit better. But if I had to choose between Theta and Tezos, and I had to pick one or the other, it's Tezos right now. Simply because of how much one is priced into another. Now, if I was just to get into the game for the first time, and I really like both coins, and I don't know if these short-term moves, like, heck, is it possible Theta the next, like, few weeks goes up to, like, 10,000, 20,000 Satoshi, or maybe $8-10? And then maybe Tezos does not as much or nothing or not whatever, yeah, and vice versa, yeah. So you don't know really. No, I don't. But to me, I look at journey, destination, and I'm not driving the car. I guess somebody else is. Whatever. Have fun. Don't know what side turn they're gonna take. Don't know if they're gonna go really fast, really slow. Speed limit isn't as much of an issue here because it's a wild game, and that's what this market movement is. So you look at video games with like all these wild cars running around, there's no speed limits there either. So using that just for the example purpose, but I realize that I can act to how the situations come into play. Let's take a look at Theta versus Tezos on the ratio. And when you look at this, you go from 8 up to 24, below 0. Yeah, it's possible we'll never get back above 10, maybe. But this thing is just going to be designed to chop back and forth. We'll see in the end, or in a long period of time, rather, if I'm to be correct amongst the situation. But in such, you hold both coins, and obviously, in a thing like this, you can see, well, if I'd like to buy what's down, what am I going to buy? And well, the answer to that is going to be that of course, what's down, and this is well below the 18 lows. So choosing between Tezos and Theta, if I had to choose again one, and then you get to the situation, if I want to use some advanced strategy, well, maybe I buy more Tezos and less Theta, but I buy both, and well, the more research, the more work, the more number crunching that you do, the better off that you're going to be. Thank you for tuning in. Have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.